Hey, everybody, this is Mike Feldbauer coming to you from the Flagler Voice Podcast Studios here in Flagler County, Palm Coast. Today, we have a very special guest here on our Business Expo networking programming, and her name is Megan. And Megan is the owner of Imbling. Did I say it right?
The Imbing Lounge.
Imbling Lounge. And so I want to introduce you to Miss Megan.
Hello,
Say hi, everybody. You're
hello
on.
everyone. I am Megan San Juan. I own and operate the Imbing Lounge, which is located at the corner of Waterfront Park Road and Colbert Lane here in Palm Coast, Florida.
That's great. We were having a little conversation off air here to get to know each other a little bit better and to make everybody feel nice and relaxed. And I hope we've done that for you. And I think we're going to hear about a very unusual story, about a very unusual way of, if you want to call it a coffee shop or lounge, that we don't normally hear about here in our community. And I think it's something that's very worthwhile for people to understand what it is, how it is, why they're doing what they're doing, and take a trip down to have a visit. So if you would, Megan, at this time, give us a brief explanation of what you're doing, what your coffee shop and wine thing is all about.
So, the Coffee and Wine Lounge is actually a globally inspired but locally sourced coffee and wine place. We provide breakfast sandwiches with our patrons in the morning with our coffee that is served in real glass. We do have take out to go cups and provide some take out containers, but we prefer people to come in, drink their coffee in real cups and saucers, and then have some breakfast sandwiches that is offered by the lounge. At night, we also offer wine selections. Some of them are quite popular here in this area. And then with that, we have small plates to go with it if you want to eat something with your wine. So we are open from 6:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. for breakfast with your coffee. And at night, we have 5 to 8:30 p.m. for wine and some small plates.
That's great. And one of the things I learned as we were off air and getting to know each other a little bit and getting to figure out a little bit about your business, that one of the most unusual things that you have at your shop, not just that you want people to have it in a regular cup and not, you can have it to go, but we want you to, but it's you, the word lounge, okay, is really used in a real sense when it comes to your place of business. A place to sit, relax, have coffee, or have wine in the evening, talk to people there, and you don't rush anybody out.
No, it is a lounge. It is for you to come in, enjoy your meal with coffee or wine, and talk to your neighbors. It is pretty much the only coffee and wine place in the 5 mile stretch of Colbert Lane. And there's a lot of homes around there, but that's the only food and beverage place in that area. So again, we don't shoo anybody out. You come in, you relax, you talk to your neighbors, you talk to anyone around you, or just relax, do your work. We have free Wi-Fi, and that's enjoy the place and enjoy the ambience that it provides and the environment that it provides.
I think as we look at today's world, which is always a chaos going on, finding a place that you can actually sit, relax, enjoy is become more difficult to find. And you're bringing that to our community, which I think is great. Now, I will tell everybody, I live off of Colbert, and I didn't know that they existed. So based on what I've heard, and I'm going to make a visit there, I want the people in Flagler County to stop by and see this unusual location, see this there, have a cup of this, what I hear is phenomenal coffee. Enjoy your time, sit and learn how to relax. And that is something I think is what you want to promote.
That is it. And then we also make mostly almost everything fresh. I can't bake, so we buy our bread from local bakers. We have a very phenomenal local baker, Moonrise bread from St. Augustine. We also get the Filipino bread, which some of our breakfast sandwiches come in with, is from Jacksonville Bakery. So although I don't bake, we get it from local sources. We also use free range eggs in our breakfast sandwiches. Not everybody can actually say that. We also have, for the evening, we make some Filipino inspired dishes like spring rolls. And then we also do a pot stickers or gyoza. And then we also do empanadas, beef or chicken. And I'm going into vegetables for those that like to have food with their wine. So we have some also favorites like chicken wings, but the different take on chicken wings. So it is some place where you can come in, relax, enjoy your coffee and wine and food, and we will not really hurry you away. So for the next patron, we also have a park within the development that anybody, if it's full in the lounge, you can walk over to the park. There are benches, there's a pond, there's turtles there, there's a work of art that was done by Betty Eubanks, if you know her. She's a local Palm Coast artist that will be doing a show on July 4th at the lounge from 9 to 11 a.m. on July 4th. Anyway, she had the turtle in that park, and you can observe it, look at it, take a picture of it, and enjoy it with your coffee and wine. Up to you.
Okay, now let's get a little history.
Okay.
What made you decide to go into this business and the way you've gone into it?
Yeah, so I lived and worked in Sicily, Italy for 3 years in my corporate America days. And I observed going to a coffee shop in Italy. Nobody would force you to go away when you are having a cup of coffee, having breakfast, or when you're having dinner. And you have your table for the entire night. 4 hours, doesn't matter. So one day I said to myself, you know what? If I do have a coffee place, I want this type of an environment. So that's what I'm trying to do, is to have an environment that you can really, truly relax and enjoy your meal or your coffee or your wine at any time of the day, really.
That's fantastic. And of course, the extra enjoyment is who you're with,
Exactly.
or maybe meeting new people that are there at the lounge that you get an opportunity to talk to and meet too. That's, when I think of today, is everything's done via the text message or the phones and this and that. Being able to, not that you object to people using them when they're there, but you encourage people to get to know each other, get to enjoy their time, relax a little bit. I can tell you from the life that we live here, finding a place that we can actually sit and relax and enjoy it, even if it's just for a few minutes. Never mind the fact that you don't throw people out and they can be there for an hour or two if they want. That's kind of a unique and I think probably a well sought or needed way of doing stuff today. And I hold you in high regard for doing that. And I'm expecting when I come to visit that I'm going to find exactly what we've been talking about. And I encourage our fellow people here in Palm Coast and Flagler County to stop down there and see what it's like. They're not in a rush. It's not like going at, when you're standing in line and then, give me your name. And then 5 minutes later, your coffee will be up and you go from there. That's not what we're hearing about from you.
No, it's not. So it's funny because I live in Grand Haven, and I've met more neighbors when I opened on May 8th that I haven't really met living in Grand Haven for 5 years. So I probably met them now. They're on the opposite side of my street, but it's good to get to know your neighbors sometimes. Yes.
No, I hear that, and that even today, that's difficult. People don't. I drive out of my neighborhood, which is not far from where you are, and no matter who I see, I like to smile and wave. But too many people today, they're just uncomfortable with that. So if they can find a place where they can get back to what yesteryear used to be, and neighborhoods had neighbors,
Sure.
not just folks living next door. That's the kind of place that I want to associate with. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I don't know what more to get into today with you. The fact is, now we know that the reason you started is
Mm-hmm.
because you experienced it
Mm-hmm.
yourself personally, and that you are putting out a very unusual format for a coffee and or wine shop. That what you provide for them is not just something that's made in bulk. It's everything is made there, or you get some very local. And Jacksonville is still local when we look
Mm-hmm.
at that kind of stuff. But you're looking to bring stuff in that are made here in Florida. Unusual foods. Now the big part of you say there's a lot of Filipino food.
Yep.
Is that your personal background?
Yes, I am Filipino. I was born in the Philippines. The word imbing is my Filipino nickname. So that's why it's the Imbing Lounge.
Okay. So if that's the case, what is that imbing? Does it have another definition, or is it just a nickname for Megan?
Well, there's a lot of Imbing in the Philippines there's a lot of people that have that nickname. Now, according to Urban Dictionary, Imbing means adorable.
I can see why they
I
came up with that. I can see that why they came up with that, and it was very perfect for you. It
Thank you.
really is.
Appreciate that.
So, unless we have something else that we want to discuss today, we're coming to a close. I think you'll enjoy this. Alan, when he gets back, will put this together and have it sent out.
Mhm.
I'm going to take some more information from you. So, once it goes out, we can also send you the information so you can see it.
Yeah,
For
I think I
everybody that's
forgot
out
to
there listening, we're
mention.
going to be on Facebook. We're going to be on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Riverside. And I think there's 3 or 4 others that I don't remember what their names are. But again, we're hitting a large audience out there, and we hope that this will help you and your business grow in our community.
Well, thank you so much. And I forgot to mention the days that we are open. That's the question that I'm always getting. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
We are open from Monday, Tuesday, closed on Wednesday, open again on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we're closed again on Sunday. So it is open every day except Wednesdays and Sundays from 6:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
And can you give us the actual address again so then people can put it into their GPSs and find their way to you without any issues?
It's 2 Concord Lane, Palm Coast, Florida. Please do not go to 2 Concord Place. There's a 2 Concord Place. This is 2 Concord Lane. My mail goes to 2 Concord Place multiple times, so a week. So I want to make sure people know it's 2 Concord Place, a corner of Colbert Lane and Waterfront Park Road.
Excellent. Again, we want to thank you for being with us today. We hope to have you back again sometime in the future. I hope that you will see some results from this conversation we're having today. We are here to help local businesses grow their businesses, giving them an opportunity to express who they are, what makes them different than some others. And you have done a phenomenal job in doing that. So again, I want to thank you for what you're doing. We'll look forward to seeing you in the future. So everybody hang in there for a second. We'll be right there.